Hello guys, good morning. The heavy rains are back again, and it's always a good thing because we can now start planting for the second season. So the better part of the morning, it's been raining heavily and we've remained indoors. And when the rain stops, it's very cold outside. And so it rains for a few minutes, then it stops for a few minutes, but it's okay. So, is it raining in your area? Please drop your comment down below. So, I've just decided to make some good ginger tea. So, how do you make your ginger tea? Because mine, I just grate my ginger because when you grate your ginger, it tastes better than when you just cut your ginger or you boil your ginger when it is whole. So, before I knew how to make my ginger tea, I used to put the ginger, water, and then milk immediately. But later on, I learned how to make my ginger tea. You just put the water and then put your ginger inside. I'm not going to use a lot of ginger because I don't want it to overpower my tea. And also, I want the kids to take the tea also. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let it boil. And because the rain has gone down, I'm just going to head on outside to pluck the spring onions. I've heard that the banana flower is edible. I'm yet to try it out, but one day I'll try it out. So I'm going to just pluck a few spring onions that I'm going to use for my breakfast today. Just stay tuned and you will know what I'm making for breakfast. I'll be making tea and with something else. So let me prepare my spring onions that I'm going to use to make my accompaniment for my tea. So as my ginger is boiling, make sure you boil it thoroughly so that it doesn't spoil the milk. So if you're coming across this channel for the first time, my good name is Haoma_KE. Welcome to this tiny family. Feel free to comment down below where you're watching my video. So when it's raining just a little bit with no thunderstorms, I always love just to come outside here, sit on the chair and just listen to the birds and the sounds of rain. But one of the things that we always forget to take care of is this flower. I always forget to even pour water on it. So today I just wanted to check it out because I'm outdoor, I'm just outside here. And it is one of the flowers that produces white flowers when it is really taken care of. And it has some very nice smell. So that's the reason why I decided to put it at the door. So when our tea is continuing to boil, let me just pour some water and just water it out because it's been long since we watered it, and you can realize even the leaves were starting to start yellowing. And the reason why I decided to put this down flower vase is just to let the water that comes from up to drop it here. I think my ginger is now ready. It has boiled well, so it's time to put some milk. I don't know if you also do this, but it is an African thing where you do not want to waste even a single drop of milk. So we always put some water so that you can just finish up with your milk inside. And then I'm going to use some enough tea leaves. I just want the tea to fill. I just want to fill the tea leaves in my tea, and then some sugar. I will also use just one leaf of rosemary. I do not want the rosemary to overpower my ginger, so I'm just going to use just one. So now let me also start making my escort, I will call escort accompaniment for our tea. But on this other side, I think the tea is almost ready. I just want it to boil a little bit more so that all the ingredients that I've put in my tea can infuse inside, and it will be a very, very good tea. I don't know how you make your ginger tea, but this is just how I make it. I do not like a lot of things in it and a lot of spices, just ginger and some small rosemary and sugar, and that is it. So I'm just going to pour it out and put it in my thermo flask. This is just an African way, that's what we do. We always store our tea in our thermos. So just the reason is a visitor might come and you have ready-made tea. So that's what we always do. When we are making tea, we make enough for everyone. And I always leave some in the jug just for the little ones. Of course, when they wake up, they have some tea. And because it's still raining outside, let's continue with our breakfast. So I'm making some just fried beans. I don't know if anyone else loves this recipe. Most of the time, I do not use the onions. I just put oil and then the beans and some little spices, and that is it, with salt, and that is it. And I always make sure that I cook it dry. We do not like when it is soggy. So we cook it until it is completely dry, and then it will be okay for breakfast for us. So this is what I'm taking today. I'll be taking some tea with just fried beans, and that is it. It is the best. Just try it out and thank me later. When you eat this, you will thank me later. So our beans is ready, also our tea is ready. So let's serve. I'm going to serve just a little bit because also my husband loves taking these beans just like this with tea. So I'm just going to leave some for him, and I'm also going to take some avocado, just a little bit. I do not want to take a lot of avocado. It always affects my skin when I take a lot of avocado. So with tea, and then I'm going to enjoy my tea indoors because it's still raining outside. So I'm just going to take my tea indoors, and then later on I'll be heading outside. If you love taking just heavy breakfast, not the regular bread and mandazi, let me know in the comment section, because I just love taking making my own breakfast in my own way. And so because the weather today is just weird, it's raining and then stops for 5 minutes, then the rains come back again. So we'll just be okay, because right now it's around 11 a.m. and imagine the weather outside is so gloomy. So we'll stay indoors for a little bit. I love going outside just to hear the sounds of rain. So I'll be heading on outside. So I just wanted to come outside just to relax because the kids are too loud inside. And so outside is just calm, the sounds of rain, the birds are just chirping, and I have a accompaniment of my dog here, so it's just calm. And because it is on a Saturday and it's also raining, it's just a good day to just reflect and relax and just hear the sounds of rain. Please let me know on the comment section. Also, do you always come outside when it rains? I fear thunderstorms, so when there is lightning and thunderstorms, I do not come outside. But when it is just a little rain like today, this is my go-to. So the kids are just indoor playing their game. My older son understands this game, but the two do not understand. So it always affects him when they make a mistake and they have to repeat it. So I later on joined them just to play the game because it's colder outside. So, and it's also raining. The rains have started raining heavily again. So today is just indoor. I made some lunch for everyone. So we are just taking, and I just looked up and remembered this wall clock. It's a nice wall clock, but it always stops moving. So I don't know how I'm going to fix it because it's a very nice wall clock. I've been looking for fundis all over, I couldn't find. So right now I'm just using it as just deco. So it's evening right now and I just want to bake some cookies. The weather is perfect today for just a home baked cookie. So uh, and I'm just checking my blue band or margarine is not enough, but I'm still going to make them turn out to be okay. So I needed 250 grams of margarine, just a half a cup of sugar. It's fine with me. I do not like a lot of sugar in my baking. So what I always do, I just mix the margarine with sugar just well. For cookies, they do not need a lot of things. So I'm also going to put just a half a teaspoon of baking powder, and I'm going to use 2 cups of flour. And because the margarine was not that enough, I'll use just 1 egg just to make the mixture a little bit soft. That's what I'm going to do. So this is how my dough has turned out. It's soft enough and I know the cookies will turn out very perfect. So I've already greased my tray. I'm using the tray, and of course the kids always come here. The two girls, I don't know if it is a girl thing, because I have a son. This my son is never bothered with my cookings, especially when I'm in the kitchen. When he was smaller, he used to, but right now when he's big, he's not that concerned. But my second child, the girl Myla, is always concerned with my cooking in the kitchen. I think it's a girl's thing, following your mom each and every place that she goes, especially when she does things in the kitchen or outside. So we are just making the cookies together. I'm placing them on the tray, and then later on I'll start baking them. My cookies are done. They are well. I believe they'll turn out so well. So let me now place them in the oven. I'll I'll bake them for around 15 minutes, but after 10 minutes you can check your cookies if they are well done. So, and also the sun, also the weather decided to be fair enough. So I've just checked and our cookies are done after exactly 15 minutes. 15 minutes they were done. That's the best thing about cookies. They cook very fast. So uh, I, I believe after they stay for some time, they are going to be crunchy. So right now they're just breaking and their taste is very nice. So let us enjoy our evening cookie session, and then that I think that will be it for us today. So you remember our morning tea? That's the reason why here in Africa we always store our tea, because you never know. The weather might change, you might have a visitor. So this is the right time also to take our ginger tea with some cookies. So nice. So let's just watch some TV as we take our tea. The kids also, I think they love taking cookies and biscuits that I've made, especially that we bake here in our home. So we'll end our slow and cozy day right here. So thank you so much for watching. If you have watched this video till the end, thank you so much. Be blessed. See you in my next video. Bye bye.